So 1 minus mu square minus 2 zeta square is equal to 0. We can write it as 1 minus 2 zeta square is equal to mu square, or mu can be written as under root 1 minus 2 zeta square. So we have assumed that mu is equal to omega by omega n. So writing it as omega by omega n is equal to under root 2 minus 1 minus 2 zeta square. So omega can be written as omega is equal to omega n under root 1 minus 2 zeta square. So the omega at which we get maximum amplitude is represented as omega r. So we can write it as omega r is equal to omega n under root 1 minus 2 zeta square. So this zeta is the time domain parameter, omega n is the time domain parameter, whereas omega r is the frequency domain parameter. So first relationship we have obtained between the frequency domain parameters and time domain parameters. Now to get MR, we can use the value of omega r in M. Fine. So 1 minus mu square is equal to 2 zeta square. We have already assumed it. So mu square can be written as 1 minus 2 zeta square. So in the relationship of M, this is the relationship. If we put 1 minus mu square is equal to zeta square, and in place of zeta square we can put 1 minus 2 zeta square. So writing these, replacing these values, 1 by 2 zeta square whole square plus 4 zeta square into 1 minus 2 zeta square. So we can write it like this. If we take 4 zeta square common from this term, we can have zeta square minus 1 plus 2 zeta square in bracket. Fine. So this 4, we can take this 4 zeta square out of the square root. It will be equal to 2 zeta under root 1 minus zeta square. So therefore MR is equal to 1 by 2 zeta under root 1 minus zeta square. Now what is bandwidth? Bandwidth is the frequency at which we get 1 by root 2 times of the initial magnitude. Means if we look at the response plot, we can say that the frequency at which the magnitude becomes 1 by root 2 times, and it is equal to 1 by root 2 can be equal to 0.707. So this frequency, this is called as bandwidth. जो जिस फ्रीक्वेंसी पे आके हमारा मैग्नीट्यूड इनिशियल मैग्नीट्यूड का 1 by root 2 टाइम्स हो जाता है, ये हमें बैंडविड्थ, ये हमारा कहलाता है. सो टू ऑब्टेन द बैंडविड्थ वी जस्ट हैव टू इक्वेट m इज इक्वल टू 1 by under root 2, और वो करने के बाद वी विल फाइनली गेट अ फ्रीक्वेंसी ओमेगा सी बैंडविड्थ at which we will get magnitude 1 by under root 2. And it will be equal to omega n under root 1 minus 2 zeta square plus under root 4 zeta raised to power 4 minus 4 zeta square plus 2. We can learn this relationship between omega c and omega n. So in equation of omega r, we have omega r is equal to omega n under root 1 minus 2 zeta square. Now let us see, can this term 1 minus 2 zeta square can be equal to negative? Because if this term will become negative, then the frequency, we will have complex frequencies, which is not possible. So we always assume that 1 minus 2 zeta square is greater than 0. If it is greater than 0, we can write it as 2 zeta square is less than 1, or zeta square is less than 1 by 2, or zeta is less than 1 by root 2. So if zeta is less than, so if zeta is less than 1 by root 2, if this is the value of zeta, then this condition will be possible, that 1 minus 2 zeta square is greater than equal to 0. But if we take zeta is equal to 1 by root 2, then 1 minus 2 zeta square becomes 0, means omega r becomes 0. Omega r is equal to 0 means we will get maximum magnitude at omega is equal to omega r is equal to 0, means initial point पे जहाँ पे हमें 1 मिल रहा था, 1 is our maximum मैग्नीट्यूड और उसके बाद हमारा जो रिस्पॉन्स है वो डिक्लाइन करेगा एंड इट विल अप्रोच इन्फिनिटी. So if zeta is less than equal to 0.707, this will be our response. So this is all about the relationship between frequency domain and time domain parameters of a closed loop system.